Hey guys, this is Spark Plus Ultra here, and this is my new What If. Thank you for voting. What if Deku had gold experience? Reportando la Beton. And I hope you like this video and hope you subscribe. Arrivederci! Let's get on!
Ciao a tutti, benvenuto. Welcome to My Hero Academia, my friends. 80% of humanity has this power that is called quirk, and 20% were called quirkless. There are those that fight in the light that are called heroes, those champions, and those that lurk in the darkness that cause corruption. They are called cativos, or to you Americans, heroes and villains. But I never been one to stray away from doing my great work. Hi, my name is Zuko Madoria in my job, but you can call me Deku to my friends. There was a fight between two heroes and a Bufontes. A giant villain was facing off against heroes, and the heroes are winning as per usual. A spectacle audience see the fight, and then a man sees a person. I was spectating, impressed on the heroes, and then the man says, "Hey there, kid," and I was confused. Oh, ciao, come se? And then the man was confused. Excuse me? And then I say, "Oh, sorry, I can tend to talk in my Italian. How are you?" And the man says, you do seem like you're Italian. Looking at Deku's hair, seeing it a bit of light green. You're a big fan of heroes, aren't you? And then Deku says, how so? And then the man says, I don't know. Your face says different, but your posture is saying it. And then Zuki says, oh, I see what you mean. Glad to. Yes, I'm a fan of heroes. They're my childhood dreams. Then seeing all the heroes, the four, keeping the Bufonte, and no one's in danger. And then Kaiman Wood tries to finish it off, but that lady takes it and takes the glory, and basically being a spotlight hawk. And then Suki rolls his eyes and then says this, "Al Satoe authority." And then the man says, And then Suki waves his hand, saying, "Oh, it's nothing." Then walks off, going to school, tisking at what he saw. Hoy Dios des cemento. Talk about flipping the hat from its socket. Heroes don't even know what it takes. Then he gets to school, and then when he gets to school, he gets into his seat. All the girls, well, basically, are charmed by Zuko and his great personality. Like, you know Giorno? Yeah, Giorno's personality is very affectionate, and this is where his traits with Deku differ in this version. But they do have something in common. When all the girls were charmed by Suku's, well, looks and personality, Bakugo says, man, you wooed the girls way too easily, you know. And then Suki says, oh, Bakugo, how are you, my friend? Laughing at to see Bakugo, and Bakugo says, you see, you're a pain in the ass I'm talking to, aren't you? Then Zuki says, what do you mean? Don't give me that shit, golden hair brat. And then Zuki says, "Oh, I don't mean to offend you, Katsuki. I'm not here to fight you this time." And Bakugo says, "Same here." Both sparks fly from their heads as their rivalry is showing with little glimpses. And then Suki says this in Italian, "Come stai? Mochisto espluso." And then Bakugo says, "You know I can't speak Italian, but I know what you mean by that. I heard you say it more than once, and I know how it works now, you golden-haired brat." You really have no heart in your singing, aren't you, explosive dynamite? And Bakugo, I remember when I was a kid, you didn't have a quirk that was untrained. You couldn't even use it. And Suki says, "Well, yours was very dangerous for a time." Bakugo got pissed off on that saying, and then Zuki says, "Are you sure you want to be a hero? Do you have that dream to inspire those?" Bakugo says, walking away, "Of course I do. Don't mislead me, pal." Then he gets into his seat. As in canon, the teacher and Bakugo and Sugu got into UA. Calculating on the sludge villain, and then the sludge villain says, "Finally found a host that could help get away from All Might. Don't worry, kid, this won't hurt." But then, when he does try to get inside of the girl with the vines for hair, he then sees a butterfly flapping the wings, and then the sludge villain says, "You pesky insect here? Whatever. It won't save anyone." And when he uses his full strength, when he touched that butterfly, he felt an impact. Thrown back off above of the vined-haired girl. And Suki says, coming to her, "Hey, are you okay?" And then the girl dazed a bit, saying, "Thanks, I wasn't." She looks at Zuki, and Zuki says, "Don't worry, I'll take care of this guy." And then the sludge villain says, "The heck? How the hell did I get hit?" And then Suki says, "Chap, I didn't expect a Fafate to be here, but I guess I can't expect some things." And the sludge villain says, "You're the one that had the butterfly. What the heck?" Suki then says, "Yeah, isn't it bizarre that it only hit you instead?" Then the sludge villain says, "Whatever." Then he thinks, "How the heck that butterfly did more damage to me?" And Zuki says, "To tell the sinners that sin that never repent." And the vine-haired girl was surprised on what she's hearing. For those that attack the weak, they deserve to be punished. And the girl says, "Did you read the Bible?" In impressed sound from, and Suki shrugs off for a second, then says, "I think it's not good timing. Chat for a bit. We got this guy." And a bar. Suki was walking to shortcut as in usual canon, and when he walks to his house from that shortcut, Suki then hears someone yelling for help. "Help!" And Suki, with his eyes closed when he was walking, opens. Then he takes a little glimpse, seeing a girl that has vines for hairs and a sludge like menace. And Suku and the vine hair girl nods to him on that. Right, sorry about that. Then the sludge villain says, "Hey, stop your flirting and die!" Using his tendrils to attack Zuko. Then the vine hair girl says, "Watch out!" Using her vines to protect him. But then Zuko says, "Golden Wind!" Coming out. Golden Wind punches the sludge villain's sludge tendrils. What the? There's no bludgeoning to it. The heck? Now, imbue life! And then the sludge villain sees his body turning into what I would say, flowers and hardening wood. And Suki says, "That's a bad choice, being a sludge. I can work around it, making it more high dense, and you're filled with it." The sludge villain was turned into flowered in wood, stiffening his movement. And then Suki then sees that the battle is over and grabs the vine hair girl's back. Is this for you? And when Suki looks at the vine hair girl, he then says this. Is that the Jesus crown of thorns? And then the girl excitedly says, "Yes! I didn't expect you to notice." And then Suki then says, how can I not notice? I've seen a lot of it in where I used to live, in the Roman Catholic. And then the girl shines her eyes, seeing Zuko, and saying, "You actually been to it as well?" And Zuko says, "I won't come over there to repent on that, but it's great to see someone having that." And Zuko looks at her. He gets a vibe of a sister, like not in a family, like a Christianity thing, like a nun. And then Zuko says, I need to get going, but you can walk with me if you want." And the girl smiles and says, "My, you have a good soul, aren't you?" And Zuko says, "I wouldn't say that. By the way, what's your name?" And the girl says, "Ibara Chusaki." "And you are?" And Zuko does a pose and does the classic journal style. The names, Zuko Midoriya. And they both walk together. And All Might see came before anyone was there, but did notice that Zuko did help him on that, and his power really is versatile, taking down a villain with his own body to become into a life, like wood or flowers. And All Might thinks, his quirk might actually be best suited mine for wonderful. And then when he was taking the sludge villain back to jail, Suku and Ibara had a good chat. Suku says, I wasn't expecting a crown thorn, but it made my good guess that you had a vine quirk, right? And then Ibara nods her head, looking at Suku with a happy face. Yes, you really are quite insightful. And then Suku says, well, you have to if you want to stay out of trouble. But yeah, can you guess what my quirk is? And then Ibara thinks, bringing life. And then Suku then says, yep, I imbue life in anything. Sort of like if anything non-living, then I can imbue life energy in it. But I don't know what would happen if I touch someone that's already living. And then Apara thinks, that does sound tricky, but I hope you get a good handle on it. And then Suki says, alright, I'll get going. Chiba Bigamo. And then Apara, see ya as well. And Suki went home. And then Apara thinks, Catholic Church. Is he Italian? He spoke in a different language, so he must be a Japanese Italian? She's happy to meet Suki, and Apara then thinks, he reminds me of what God does, imbuing life to, extolling life to anyone. And Apara smiles, and goes home. And then Suki was at his home, and grabs his bag and plops it down. And he looks at a picture and says, He pulls a picture of a man showing his back, having a star mark on it. Where are you, Dio, my father? And that's where I'm ending this video. I hope you liked this video and hope you subscribe. See you next time. Bless Ultra!